Roy, talk a little bit about the impact the Nurturing Fathers program has had on your community.
Mm. When we started Enlace de Familia, we had the component of working with moms, but our amazing executive director started looking around and saying, where are the fathers? And the biggest thing we heard is fathers not around. Fathers are deadbeats. Fathers don't know how to be nurtured, can't interact with their kids. We took it a step further and said, we don't believe that. We started looking around our community, we seen men. So we started going to the parks. We started going to a place where we know men would be. And the funny thing is, we seen them with their kids. Their kids were there. But the problem was, like in the parks, dads were playing basketball, but the kids were on the swings. So we were like, something's missing here, but they're definitely present. So we started talking to the men, interrupting their games, doing what we had to do, and saying, explain, is that your kid over there? And they'd be like, yeah, that's my kid. And they'd be like, do you not teach him how to play basketball and stuff? He goes, I'm with him, and I think that's good enough. So we started talking a little bit more about that with them and saying, I'm doing better than what my father did. My father wasn't here, at least I'm seeing my kid. We asked them if they wanted more for them and their kids, and they said, yeah, but how? And then we started looking around and saying, if you're interested in coming to take a class or learning more about this stuff, would you be willing? And all the men said yes, very happily, very quick answers, just yes. So we started searching around and saying, how can we offer this to the men on their level? So we ended up running by, it was word of mouth. Somebody said, have you ever heard of Mark Perlman and the Nurturing Fathers curriculum? We looked into it, we sent a representative to go hear about it, literally called us from a conference and saying, we have to do this. It's not even a choice, it's not an option. And one of the men even said, I will leave my job and go somewhere else who is offering this. Very impacting. We ended up getting trained. We ended up running a pilot program with men that we actually knew, because we wanted to be able to track them and see how this works. The results were phenomenal. These men were just so engaging, the emotional side that came out, and the quick turnaround, which usually we don't see in curriculum, and not that we see it every time, but in these individuals on our pilot program, there was a quick turnaround immediately engaging with their kids in a nurturing way.